Ahoy, you are listening to
Glass Half Full.
I'm Mulla, the sensible twin.
And I'm Laura, the funnier, prettier, braver, smarter, more...
Okay, we get it. Anyway, welcome to our podcast, where we chat over a hot beverage
or cold, it's completely your choice.
About bits and bobs that help us feel more positive.
And don't forget humor. We are very, very funny as well.
Yes, anywho, hope you enjoy.
Yes, hope you enjoy. We're so funny, like really funny. Ahoy! How's everyone?
Hello, everybody.
I hope everybody has had a very lovely month.
Yes, have you had a lovely month?
Yes, I have. Me and Ulla have both returned from our homeland Estonia a couple of days ago, so we're nice and relaxed for about 5 more minutes, and then the ugly head of stress and...
Nope, none of that
will come. So all good over here.
Talking about Estonia, my first shout out would be
seamless.
Very
seamless.
Yeah, see, I'm a professional already.
Yep. 7th time lucky.
Yeah, this is our 7th episode. Thank you very much for everyone who's listening.
Yes.
We are not taking it for granted.
Absolutely not. All very much appreciated because we're just basically blathering to microphones for an hour.
And our podcast is about positivity and well-being and stuff like
sure
that.
Thing.
But not everybody feels well all the time, so it's okay to, not be okay as well.
Absolutely.
And hopefully this podcast maybe helps you to kind of put a more positive spin on your day, because we have had a couple of feedbacks recently saying that listening to our podcast might have just done that.
That's nice. Nice to hear always.
Yeah.
Because we don't have good days all the time either.
Yeah, of
Those
course.
who have met us know that we are sometimes quite sassy and, I can be quite grumpy and stuff.
We're only human.
For sure. Yeah.
So, as I was saying about Estonia, my first shout out would be to Sambla. It's if someone is thinking about visiting Estonia and thinking about, maybe not staying in the capital, being more adventurous and maybe staying somewhere outside of the capital.
The seaside, for example, at the Laulasmaa.
There is a lovely little wooden house in the middle of the pine forest, quite close to 2 different beaches. And the host is our nice cousin Maidli. So it's Sambla. You can book it on...
I think on booking.com.
Yeah. And they have Facebook as well. You can just find it on Facebook under Sambla. So that's Sambla. And the other word is Talu. Talu.
And what does it mean in English?
So it's a moss farmhouse.
Yeah. Quite
something like
cute
that.
Name. There is a lot of moss, really cool moss around the area as well in the pine forest.
Oh, it's so lovely. And there's a lovely little dog there.
Tiny
little
husky.
Gerda.
Yes.
Fluff ball.
We will follow. We are following them through our Facebook. So if you struggle finding them, then just go follow us and then see who we follow. I think that should be visible on Facebook. Yeah.
Who would you like to shout out about, or place, or
experience? It's a podcast, but it's also a YouTube page and a website and an Instagram page, so it's all in a oneer. So basically, shout out to Shelley, who directed me to listen to this podcast, mainly because we both have camper vans and we like camper vanning. So this one is a podcast called Adventure Mindset by Jits into the Sunset. So instead of Jets, it's J-I. Because the Jit or Jitters is the name of the camper van that Tanya and Adam, a couple who are travel filmmakers, own. So it was from Adam's mother, and now they use it to travel around Scotland. I think they've been in Wales. So I started by listening to the podcast first, but then also linked in on Instagram. So it's Adventure Mindset podcast is the Instagram tag, a very self-explanatory one, which is good. Also, their website is Adventure Mindset Podcast, which is also easy. And then on YouTube, it's Jits into the Sunset. So if you go and follow them like for example Spotify is where I listen to them, you will see the links to other bits as well. And myself and Paul yesterday like watched one of the like 20-minute videos on YouTube, and they're professional. Like their videos are really nice and really beautiful. And they went on to I think the Staffa Island in Scotland even, and that's how they earn their money. And they just travel around the world and share. I think they have some like sponsors on YouTube now, and I just want their life, please. Thank you.
Their van life.
Yeah, van lifers.
Nice one.
And basically, they share stories, tips, and they sometimes chat with other like-minded people who have chosen the alternative lifestyle, and they also discuss mental health, mindset in general, and having a new outlook on life. And they're very down to earth, very likable. I just banged my phone onto the microphone. Really professional here. So yeah, if you want to give them a look-see, see if it's something for you. You don't have to be a camper van enthusiast at all, or ever camper van, or even think about camper vanning, but it's just fun and inspirational and seeing what they do. So yeah, Adventure Mindset by Chits into the Sunset. You should be able to see all of those. We'll probably tag them. Little old us will just tag them. And so we will see.
So I think we've come to this point of the podcast where I'm asking, what are you opening up with, Laura?
Well, I have a cup of my 5th favorite beverage, tea. Because Paul, who currently can't say anything because even though he's in the room, it's not his turn yet to speak, so he can't say, no, it's your best favorite.
It's not in his contract.
No, I literally got so angry at him because he keeps saying that tea is my favorite drink, and it clearly is coffee. Like, do you even know me? So this is I don't even know if it's 2nd or 3rd, so I'm going to say 5th favorite drink. But you know what? Sometimes it just hits the spot, especially if you have a sore throat, which I currently have.
Oh,
tiny cough.
Laura. I'm so sorry.
Still here, still chaving away.
And I'm opening up, thanks for asking, with a nice glass.
I was taking a nice old gulp. What are you opening up?
I'm an independent person, so I just continued.
Yeah, good.
I have some water in my mug. Yes, I know, so interesting. Also, it's kind of running out, so waiter!
There's nobody else here, just us 3 in this room. I thought you were going to say, I have some water in my mouth. And it's like, interesting.
We're like 80% water or something, isn't it?
That's true, mind blown.
So
cool.
Yeah.
Anything else to add?
No.
Ching ching, it would be the most unsatisfying. You're
gonna learn about Estonia now. Boop boop. Brace yourselves, because today I'm going to talk about driving. So in Estonia, we had a recent experience. People are driving on the other side.
Right side.
I would say right, but yeah, some say it's
incorrect.
The correct side is over here. So why is that? So we both learned to drive over here in UK. So this time around, we had our very first attempt to drive on the other side of.
How rude.
Other side. It was very odd. Sorry, a notification came up. I am so sorry.
What was it? TikTok?
None of your beeswax. So, in Estonia, you drive on the right-hand side of the road and overtake on the left. And also the wheel is on the left-hand side. Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah, there's different theories about it. Like, why is it different sides and stuff, but so in the past almost everybody traveled on the left side of the road, because that was the most sensible option for feudal, violent societies.
I have heard that too.
Since most people are right-handed, swordsmen prefer to keep to the left in order to have their right arm nearer to an opponent.
Yes, that's what I've heard.
Scabbard further from him. So, yeah. And then along came Napoleon, who was left-handed. So he used this to his advantage by attacking from the right side of the road in a European world where it was principled to stick to the left to begin it. So he made this quirk into everlasting history when he made a rule that everywhere he conquered must drive on the right hand side.
Really?
So one of the few countries in mainland Europe to avoid this fate was Czechoslovakia, now Czech Republic.
Okay.
So later, Napoleon's conquests spread the new rightism to the Low Countries. Like Netherlands, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg. Also Switzerland and Germany, Poland, and many parts of Spain and Italy. The states that had resisted Napoleon kept left, so that was Britain as well, and Austro-Hungarian Empire.
Okay.
So Austria-Hungary and Portugal. This European division between the left and right-hand nations would remain fixed for more than 100 years, until after the First World War.
Okay.
So yeah. So that's about it. So after that, Britain still keeps to the left. It was to do something to do with the London Bridge as well.
Oh. For
congestion reasons.
Interesting.
The rule was that you have to keep to the left or something like that. Okay. So that's everywhere. That's why the rule was everywhere. Yeah, it's there's quite a few stories, but but also with driving in Estonia, for example, between 1st of December and 1st of March, you must use winter tires when driving in Estonia. True. It's a must. It's a must. Whilst in here, it's not really...
It's not legally binding.
It's just for your own safety that some people use it. There's pros and cons to both, I think.
Yeah.
And in Estonia, you have to drive with headlights on during the day and at night. Whilst in here, you don't really... you need to make yourself visible, but it's not like...
I've seen so many people in the daytime not using any lights in the front. Yeah. In here. I have mine always on because I'm a little dork.
And drink drive limit for all drivers is 0.02%. And random breath tests can be carried out, and drivers must always submit to a test at the request of the police, even if there are no grounds for suspicion. So you can't refuse it. I don't know about UK, but for America, I've heard that you can refuse the breathalyzer test.
Really?
But then they will
grounds?
Be taken to the police station or something.
Yeah. Interesting.
And last fact about Estonian driving is there's no motorways in Estonia, but there are 4 main expressways with a speed limit of 90 kilometers per hour, although this can be increased to 110 kilometers per hour during warmer summer months.
Yes, we saw a 110 sign and went 110. Not me and you, obviously. Paul was driving, but...
I don't really know what it makes in miles per hour.
Not even 90. It's 80. Paul can't speak.
72.
Oh no. You've broken the 4th wall. You're not here right now.
So that's... Imagine that's kind of 72, and that's the fastest.
It makes more sense now that everybody's speeding at that time, because I was like, to me it's like, it doesn't compute that it's not miles per hour. It's like 110! Why is everybody speeding? But everybody's speeding in all the countries. I used to think it's just Estonian problem because we have long straight roads.
Yeah. So
it's everywhere.
Yep. So that's my fun Estonian fact.
Well, can I reminisce? Remember that when you talked about the legal limit for alcohol?
Yeah.
Remember ages ago when we were, I don't know, like teenagers, and we were hitchhiking in Estonia. One of the car, the driver asked us, "Can you smell anything when you
came into the car. Yeah,
because I've been drinking all night. But it should be okay. And we were like, okay. But he was like military or something, and he drove like totally well.
Yeah.
But there have been some hitchhiking stories where like it could have gone the other way.
Yeah, we were just so lucky.
What were we thinking?
Yeah.
Why didn't we just go like, okay, bye?
Yeah.
We might have waited like hours before that though.
Lesson learned. It is okay to say no to people. You don't have to worry about coming across rude. If it's something to do with your safety, you can be rude.
Yes. But we were silly.
Yes.
Offload.
Minute.
Time for a rant.
Yeah.
So, Ulla, you go first today.
All right.
And are you ready to vent?
I am. Yes.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, goody.
Bring it on.
Right. So
are you ready?
Oh, I am ready to listen.
And a 1 and 2.
No, wait. I don't want to do that. And a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3, start.
Weekly shopping. Just in general. It's a complete turd of an event, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Who actually loves it? As I now thankfully have a 9-to-5 job, my only window of opportunity to go do our weekly shopping is sometime after 5 p.m. on a workday or on the weekends. None of these times are ideal. There's way too many people with the same idea pottering about. And it feels like there are people in the world whose sole purpose in life is to annoy others. Look where you're going with your trolley. Do you have to grab something inches away from me at this particular time? Do you? Oh, and then there's a small matter of actually figuring out what to get. My partner and I sometimes come up with a list beforehand.
10 seconds.
At times, when we feel adventurous, we freestyle it and hope for the best. Big mistake. Huge mistake.
3, 2,
this adds more
1.
pressure to the whole experience. But we keep doing this freestyle. Why oh why? And do not go shopping on an empty stomach. Just don't. And another thing. Where's my water? Waiter!
Do you want me to... Why are you hinting? Do you want me to go get you water?
It's okay.
I'm also an important part of this podcast,
thirsty.
You know.
I'll get it in there. Before the next segment.
Runneth out.
I'm so sorry. Like it never has happened to you ever.
I know, I always go over.
But yeah, can you relate?
Do you feel better now?
I do.
I have a similar gripe because in Tesco, every time we go in Ellen, it seems that they are stocking up. Every time. It doesn't matter when.
Wasn't that one of your...
It might have been. No, I don't think it's been on here. I just moan about it a lot because it seems like... Because the aisles are not the biggest. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you feel rude having to go, excuse me, sorry, can I have that packet of... literally my mind is bad.
It's
Haribos.
To do with driving etiquette inside the shop, you know, like you're trying to keep to the
right. No, I'm joking.
Left.
I don't know. I don't keep to that.
And then look over your shoulder to see if anybody's behind you. Do you need to indicate?
No, it's more like the big trolleys that are like loaded with like goods that they put. It's a very good job, but I feel like they always do it, and it's like, wouldn't that be scheduled to do like early in the morning maybe or something? I don't know.
That probably is, but yeah, it's just
stocking up. I know. I understand that they have to do it, but at the same time, it is also like all the time to the point where you like you can't get stuff.
Are too narrow.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
But I respect everyone working in retail. Obviously.
Yeah. I think everybody should do that role once in their life to know. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Are you ready for your rant?
Yes,
your
but
second rant of the day?
Yeah, well, only second. Mine is not written in a Dear Diary format.
That's fine.
Cool.
We are different.
Actually, it kind of is this time. Anyway, I am ready. You ready for me?
1, 2, go.
Air mattresses. You pump them up in the evening, hopeful that this time they will be as full in the morning, only to wake up at 3 a.m. with your bum fully on the cold floor of the tent. So we have gone through several of them. They only last maximum, 3 usages, absolute maximum. absolute waste of everyone's time and money. But it helps if you like share it with someone who is not as like is a bit heavier than you.
30 seconds.
Because that way they are more on the ground than you are. So you are welcome. And for more tips on camping, follow Klaas Have Full podcast. No, I'm joking. But yeah, air mattresses. Boo. Never again. Gonna get a camping bed.
10 seconds.
Or something. Air mattresses suck.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
See? I was perfectly within a minute this time. And the only time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree?
Because
with
you
air
already
mattresses?
blew off some steam before that.
Alright.
But
Guess I'm just easy, oozy, chill, cover girl.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you were born with it.
Yes.
Yeah. But so...
Yes, that isn't.
And...
Wait. I thought you said rant the first time, and then I was so I said ant. Hilarious.
One more time.
Okay. Rant
over.
Guest of the month.
Who is it?
I do not know.
Tell me who is it?
I don't know who it is, but shall we find out?
Okay.
So, here we have Paul, who will bring some energy and toxic masculinity to our otherwise very positive podcast.
Wow, what an intro.
Cheers, that.
Hello, Paul.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Paul.
Paul is also my boyfriend, so
Of 12 years.
12 years, couple of days ago.
Congratulations.
There is absolutely no love, just friendship now. And yeah.
Wow.
On that note,
You
That's
built
exactly
him
how I wanted to hear it. I wanted to hear it on a podcast.
joking.
So yeah, Paul is also helping us on with the technical side of the podcast.
He's
so
our-
it's about time.
Exactly, he's our
He
official.
had a say in here.
What's it called? Like technical guy?
Yeah, like our editor, producer. So we can just kind of like jump in.
Let's
and
jump on
I'll
in.
ask the first question. Who are you and what made you laugh recently?
I am Paul. As you've just introduced me and answered all that question for me.
But there's lots more.
There's
lots
nothing more. There's nothing more to
Paul.
my
Could you
life.
tell us about your job? Because
My
I don't
job?
know what you do.
My job is part-time podcast editor, which I do for no pay.
Same here.
Yeah, we also don't get paid.
Just fun and giggles.
But the moment we get sponsored, you get a little 10%.
10?
Aye.
50.
Yeah.
Fee?
Wow, that went very quickly.
Wow.
Wait, no. Anyway, so what
Your
is
haggling
your
skills are still very good.
Is this
What?
staff meeting?
What do you do right now, though, for
Living.
money?
I am a mechanical technician for a global technology company. That's what we're branded as now.
Is it
Oh, interesting.
also
interesting.
known as oil? Oil and gas. The devil.
Do more than that.
True.
Is
Do renewables now.
Innovative.
Yeah, geothermal stuff, everything like that now.
And
A lot of what is geothermal.
it is the thermal that is geographically. So my next question is, can you explain, as if we're 6 years old, because mentally we are, what do you do in your job?
I hit shit with hammers.
Okay, that's good enough for me.
Cool.
So we carry on.
Cool.
No, actually,
And
but
so-
I wanted to add, because it is quite cool what you do, is that you work with, is it called directional drilling tools
Yes,
that go to the ocean bed?
Wow, in 12 years you have learned that.
Yeah, and what you do is you take them apart and make sure that they're like serviced and clean.
And,
So you switch it on and
and
off again.
reusable, yeah. And reusable.
Reusable.
Because
And how they use it, because you explained it to me it was interesting.
how
Like how the directional drilling tools like you can like you're not even like in the seabed, you're up in the office and you can like just like I don't know, direct them
from the
yeah.
surface they
Yeah.
can control the
where they go.
It doesn't go only straight down, it
No.
can go in an angle. And
yeah, and the that angle is changeable, and it's normally done by changing the flow of mud rate, like mud flow rate, down to the tools, and then it can choose how much it steers.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to make this very, very simple to say. And
mud
make
makes it work.
Yeah,
mud,
that's what's
yeah.
interesting, I think.
Yeah, mud
Cool
powers up
beans.
the tool, because you've got to flow mud down to the tool string to cool everything down, because you've got very high temperatures down there, and also to lubricate and to remove all the debris that is getting drilled out.
One would think that it's very, very cold down there.
I was just about to ask that.
But it's very warm.
If
isn't it?
you've ever done anything,
I've
any
never
drilling,
been a drill.
if you've ever drilled anything with a hand drill and
yeah.
felt the drill afterwards,
friction,
there's a
is
lot
it?
of friction there. Yes, so you need to cool it down.
That's
You
very
learned
interesting.
today.
I
Not
know.
every classroom has 4 walls. Well, this one does.
This one does, but not everyone has.
But yeah, so
Very
what
interesting.
made you laugh recently?
Probably something funny that I said. You can say that.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
gotcha.
actually. It was the other day you were trying to teach me Estonian words, and we got into this repeating cycle of one and door,
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
because
So-
it's ooks and ooks.
No, so you
The-
now said
see-
ooks one
There.
twice. You said
No,
number
it's
one twice.
the same
So
thing.
it's ooks, which is one, and ooks.
Oh, now it's very I was doing it last night. Like, no, that's too
No,
much.
but
You do it too long.
I'm doing it just for the listener. You're welcome. So 2 Estonian words to teach to everybody is yks, which is number 1, and uks, which is door. So
I've
try-
never actually thought about it before.
I know,
like
right?
that.
It's interesting. The
But yeah.
language world. Can
More
you
of
say one door in Estonian just now?
I'm going to say
Probably
one order.
One, or door.
ooks, ooks.
Kind of,
See,
but it
That's the
it's
same
tricky.
thing. In my mind, I just said the same thing twice.
Yeah, you
That
did.
was a trick.
Because you did.
I did say the same thing twice.
But it's actually uks. So it's like, remember I said to
Ooks, ooks.
your lips need to be just pursed for the it's like uks and then ooks. Okay, that was like
So, okay.
Right, so that was a...
Ooks. One door.
I would have killed to be a fly on that wall. But yeah.
well, that was you've witnessed it now, so that's how it was.
Right.
No, it continued on for far too long.
Yeah, I know. We needed to go to bed, and it was like anyway.
It's
right.
a whole thing, yeah.
Okay, so another question to ask is, what's on your aspirations list?
That is a difficult question, because I've been quite fortunate in the past few years of actually achieving a lot of things on my aspirations list. For example,
Nice one.
we bought a house, we got a dog, we got a camper
That's
van.
dog for you guys who are not
And
Scottish.
Hus is
Yes.
house.
Everyone knows.
Enunciate.
Everyone knows that.
Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
So
That's true. And also the camper van.
I said that.
But I was already speaking over
Yeah,
you.
you're speaking over me.
Yeah.
You do that. You're pretty bad for that.
So rude,
Any-
like.
Okay.
Yeah. So the latest thing on my aspiration list is not to be a material thing. I'm a very material person. This one won't be.
Okay.
And it relates to the last question. I want to learn Estonian.
Really?
Yes.
Aw.
Like,
Because I think after 12 years of being together, I think it's about time I could probably speak to your mum. Because actually it's a bit
sweet.
ridiculous.
I'm gonna cry.
she does know a little bit of English, so she
Yeah.
should be able to.
No, but
yeah,
that's such a nice. That's cool.
that's nice.
I'll help you. Today you have learned yksuks, and
I've learnt it, but I can't say it.
no.
Uks
but you-
number yks.
Yksuks. Do you want me to teach you right now on air the word for window, since you know the door is uks?
I'm alright.
Aken.
I can.
Aken. Aken.
Aken.
There you go.
Cool. And then house sunglasses?
Paika separated.
Well done.
Lovely.
And mascara.
Rips Madouche.
Yep. I think we need to add a segment where Paul teaches everybody Estonian for 5 minutes. That's actually quite hilarious. Let us know, guys.
Well, that can be part of my Estonian facts.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. So, shall we proceed to the next question?
Yes,
and
we shall.
Stop grilling Paul with Estonian?
Aye.
Yeah. So our next question, you probably have already guessed it, is, and the award goes to. Do we need to explain it?
Explain it.
No, I've
No.
been present
Been
for
here,
most of
done
it.
that.
But for the listeners who have tuned in weirdly to listen just episode 7,
That's how you start podcasts. Episode
Obviously.
7, all the time.
Yeah, it's a grower.
it's just to think of an award, any award, and think of how it would look like. So the actual award itself as well, how it would look like, and what the
Physically, yeah.
category is, and who do you give it to. So very, very vague. Okay.
I would like to give my award, known as the Sassiest Dog Award, to that little idiot downstairs.
Yeah. That's,
Dolce.
That's.
Sorry, I had to move
Yeah.
it the way there.
Yep. Dolce.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think it would look a bit like a little side-eyeing dog. You know?
Aw.
I was going to say
I'm
maybe
trying to
a
do
turd or something.
Tired out,
The
yeah.
poop emoji.
Yeah,
Any
That-
particular reason that happened recently that you can think of, or
just life
Just-
with just life with
Oh,
that
yeah.
dog.
She is honestly the most sassiest, chillest,
But also, like,
but
chill- yeah,
very
chill,
chill, but
laid
also
back.
sassy.
You have to work for her love.
Yeah, so it would be like a dog statue that would look like her.
Yeah, but side-eyeing you.
Yeah, fair
You
enough.
know, just like looking at you like.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
like
Like
Britney
it-
Spears looking
like it-
over her shoulder.
But that's like in a like sultry way. Dolce is like downright rude.
no, but she can like be like,
That's true, but it would be like way ruder
Looking
than
down on you.
Beyonce. Than
okay.
Britney would do. But yeah, kinda, yeah, like that. Okay?
Yeah.
In my head, I did think that it would be Dolce for some reason.
Yeah.
Lovely.
It's a very,
The
very good,
amount
good
that I
one.
might badmouth her, she does deserve as many awards as possible.
That is true.
Yes.
She has won
2.
participation
She has
award.
2 participation awards.
Still an award. So anyway,
And
cool.
would some treats come with the award?
Obviously treats come all the time.
That's why she's fat.
Yes.
She's not.
She's
She's
not.
just
She's just
full-bodied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's bubbly. Her personality is bubbly. Anyway, and I guess our last question then is our random question. What right, I'm just gonna ask
Go
you.
for it. Go for it. Don't be shy.
Okay. What Disney princess would make the best spy and why? Do you want me to Google who are Disney princesses?
A little bit, yeah.
Princess Sai. Well, there's a Rapunzel who's up in
Well,
the...
terrible, too much hair.
Okay.
Okay, yes, fair enough. Okay,
so
so there's
not incognito.
Ariel.
Yeah, I think
Ariel.
Oh.
There's
half-ish.
Jasmine from Aladdin.
But she can
There's
spy from
obviously-
underneath the sea.
Yeah. There's Snow White, Cinderella, Pocahontas,
Who's the...
Mulan, Merida from Brave, Belle from Beauty and the Beast. That's pretty much it. Yeah,
What
Rapunzel
about
is
Anna and...
I don't think maybe they're different.
they're not... Well, they are princesses. Their parents are queen and
Yeah, but
king.
they made them maybe another franchise. I don't know.
No,
So-
they're a princess, but
Yeah,
Elsa's a queen.
that's
right,
true.
yeah.
So,
right.
okay.
So, what do you think?
Can I just get? No, I'm going to take that, and I'm just.
Yeah,
I have
no
no,
problem.
idea.
What about the one
Wow.
who slept, you know? Snow White?
That's a terrible spy.
But, you know, maybe...
Oh, just sleeping, not getting any
but
of that
nobody
information.
wasn't paying attention to her, and she could have just, like, looked around. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's silly.
It's pretty conspicuous that someone's sleeping in the corner, isn't it?
But Rapunzel, she could see far
Ola,
from
I
her...
Did not ask that question from you, so can you
Excuse me,
stop
sorry for
giving
living.
Paul any ideas? Wow, wow, okay, right,
Just
Paul.
trying to help.
Well,
Stop googling Disney princesses.
I'm going to go for probably the. I'm going to go for Pocahontas because she's probably the most
I
able
just
out of them
thought
all.
Yeah, I was gonna.
The rest
No,
of
you
them are a
weren't.
bit like. You know, you
Such a snitch.
you appear somewhere in that dress, you're going to be noticed.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's true.
Coming in a ball gown, you're like, that's. Although, no, actually, I'm going to change my mind here. Cinderella. Because apparently, the only way to tell who she is by a shoe
Also, yeah, true.
Good point.
must be pretty plain if the prince couldn't even recognise her by her face.
What about Snow White with her 7 henchmen? I mean, dwarves.
Well,
They do
a
her
spy, I
job
don't want it
for
roughed
her.
up by him, do I?
True, there's a crowd. It's a crowd. Okay, so you go with Cinderella.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Good,
That's a
good,
good one.
good one.
And just, I think that's it. Thank you for
Any
being here.
famous last words?
I do have some last words.
I have
Okay.
also last words.
Oh, I know.
After your last
Okay,
words.
my last words are I don't think it's unreasonable for someone to assume that your favourite drink is tea when you're drinking 3 to 5 cups of it a day.
I don't though.
Oh,
I
When
drink
when
way
this came
more
up,
coffee.
you did. You were drinking
No.
quite a lot of tea at the time. What, got your favourite drink?
Was I
laundry
ill? Was
day?
it during COVID?
Are they airing their laundry?
Honestly, it actually really pisses me off right now because it's not my favorite drink. It's coffee. Coffee is my favorite drink. It's not even my second favorite because that would have been months ago.
But yeah.
Espresso martini because I like coffee so much.
Yeah.
And then it would be probably
But
like.
you wouldn't drink coffee like 3 or 4 a day usually
Well, yeah, I've
because
never
it
had so
can
many because I'm a
make
goody
you
two
into a
shoes. Yeah.
Drizzle bunny.
But tea, I have once in a blue. Anyway. But Paul, regardless of the sass that you just say, I just wanted to say that you are enough. And that's all.
A pun.
Hello. You have reached our voicemail. Please leave your positive message after the beep. Beep. Only kidding, I'm still here. Anyway, call us back.
Okay, so are you ready for my positive news this time?
Well, you don't actually probably need me for this for a second. I'll just go and get some water.
Okay, rude.
Okay.
Okay. But
Be back soon.
yes, but like listen, because it's very important. Because when we were coming back from Estonia a couple of days ago, with I'm not gonna name their name, but it rhymes with Schmer Schmaltik. Then On Board magazine had a very interesting.
Okay, I'm back.
You better know. Yeah.
Yep.
So the On Board magazine had a very interesting article about actually Estonia. So this time the podcast, pretty much as always, is Estonia heavy, which is fine.
Woo! Viva la Estonia.
Yes, absolutely. So that one is about the glass that cleans the air. So the laboratory for thin film energy materials and the Laboratory of Environmental Technology at Tallinn University of Technology, in short, TalTech, are now using direct sunlight and metal oxide film to remove pollutants from our indoor environment. So it took more than 4 years for researcher Ekaterina Sidorenko and her lab members to develop a way to clean indoor air affordably and elegantly. Titanium dioxide powder is abundant on our planet. It's used in paints, cement, even sunscreen. When it's irradiated with the right kind of light, it turns into a disinfectant. So how does this work? Well, a solution containing titanium is sprayed onto heated glass. You didn't see, but I was just mimicking how to spray, just so Ulla knows
Well done.
what that
Yeah.
means, because that's the hard word of all of those words. So yeah, it's sprayed onto heated glass to create windows with a hint of color. So under the sunlight, the magic then happens as the sun rays activate the electrons that produce hydroxyl radicals, which can kill toxic air pollutants and viruses.
Cool.
Why did this come about, you ask? Well, let me tell you. During COVID, quality of indoor air came into focus more. We were all spending more time inside, weren't we?
Of course.
And in UK, actually, there were even proposals to start monitoring CO2 levels in schools. However, the cheapest option was to simply open a window. So that's where that ended. People in middle and high-income countries spend around 85 to 90% of their time indoors. So according to United States Environmental Protection Agency, levels of indoor air pollutants are typically more than 3 times higher than outdoors. Did you know that children's bedrooms are identified as having the most polluted air at any home? That's crazy.
yeah. What?
Yeah, I
How?
know.
Like
I think it's
poop?
yes, poop. So this can lead to irritation of obviously eyes, throat, skin, as well as cause headaches and fatigue. Even mental health can be affected. Heating and cooking create toxic air pollutants as well, as do cleaning products, scented candles, we both love scented candles, and air fresheners. So air purification systems with HEPA filters can remove those contaminants, but they're costly, noisy, and they require maintenance. The solution that the Estonian researchers suggest is using that titanium dioxide as a transparent coating on a glass. Sidorenko, her doctoral thesis proved that this Technicolor glass kills most air pollutants. Also, coated glass does not lose its properties when scratched, nor does it release any chemicals that may be harmful. And it's not expensive to produce.
So wait, is it like a spray that you put on the window, or is it like a film that you put on the window?
So I believe the way they do it in the factory or wherever is that they spray the solution when the glass is still warm, and then it creates it's like a titanium. So it creates a film, like a very, very thin film.
Oh, so like
and then
you
get
can't
just
do
the
it
glass.
at home.
No, you just get the glass. It's quite clever, I think.
It is clever.
That doesn't surprise me that the Estonian researchers have figured something like that out, because they are
We're
clever.
like so smart.
Like they is smart, but we is not smart. But they is.
They is, yeah.
Yes. So that's my story. And I hope you like.
Yeah, that's very positive.
It is positive. Yay. But also at the same time, never knew that indoor air is so bad. So it's almost like, good to know. Let me go buy me some
Scented candles.
No. Multicolor glass.
I was going for a joke.
Oh.
But yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it.
Dark humor.
Yeah. Fun.
Books and music, join us for it if you choose it. Books and music, one more time. Books and music, and yeah.
Books and music. Sorry, every time I start this bit also with singing.
Yeah, shall we
shall.
talk about books now?
Let's talk about books,
and,
baby. Okay.
And maybe some music later. I read a book recently. Not recently. Yeah, I can do that. It might be surprising, but yeah, I can read actually. No, it wasn't actually very recently. Never mind. The title is Where the Crawdads Sing, and it's by American zoologist Delia Owens. According to the Waterstones website, it's a coming-of-age story of a young girl raised by the marshlands of the South in the 1950s. So for years, rumors of the Marsh Girl have haunted Barkley Cove, a quiet town on the North Carolina coast. So in the late 1969, when handsome Chase Andrews is found dead, the locals immediately suspect Kaya Clark.
Like, who's Kyle?
So-called Marsh Girl. But Kaya is not what they say. It also has a movie No, I've just run it. My script, yeah.
And out of stream.
So, yeah. It was our mom who suggested us the book. And it was very interesting.
You also read it in Estonian, right?
Yeah.
So in Estonian the name is Kus laulavad langustid.
Yes. And so we both read it. We thought that, this is really good. Like,
imagine
I would love to see it in a film format, like in a movie. And then it did come out. And
like
we
a
were
year
able
later or something, or even less.
Because it was a bestseller, so it was like fast tracked or something. But we were able to then actually go and watch it in Estonia with Mom, who had also read it. And
how cool.
And we're in a really cool cinema as well, like with
in
reclining.
Coca-Cola Plaza. We are available for sponsorship.
Yes, please.
It's a bit of a commute to go there from here, but
so yeah, highly recommend. It's very interesting.
Very interesting, very beautiful, visual, nice movie, and the book as well.
I think the book came out 2019 and the film came out 2022.
Like, wow, that's from book to be released 2019 and then the film. That's like amazing. What a success story for them.
Yeah.
That's cool. Very cool. And I think they kept it quite, like, did you think that
true to the story?
Yeah, did you think that, that's how I pictured it?
Sort of, yeah.
Sort of, same, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Quite
like,
nice.
it wasn't like, some movies are a disappointment a little bit because you've imagined it differently.
Yeah. It's tricky.
The ending is different or something, but yeah, that kept you, like, guessing and stuff.
Yeah.
So, very interesting. I recommend. So, what about yourself?
Well, I picked up from a charity shop a couple of months ago a book where on the cover was a lovely, smiley Maya Angelou, and it had like a yellow background, and it just beckoned me, and I was like,
Aesthetically nice.
Yes, aesthetically nice, and I have heard about obviously Maya Angelou, but not read, and
They do say don't judge a book by its cover, but
I went on ahead and
sometimes
judged.
do that. Yeah.
Yes, but I'm glad I did because it turned out to be a really, really nice book.
You gave it a chance.
Yeah. So the book is called Rainbow in the Cloud: The Wit and Wisdom of Maya Angelou, and it's basically a book of her like quotes on family, love, religion, and other themes. So it's not really a book. It's more like a best of or something, a compilation, which is nice. And I'm going to definitely read her books as well. And it was, like a book of hugs from a mother or a grandmother. It was just very like nurturing and stuff. I think you have it right now, so try to look for it. Yeah, so you are welcome. So the title, To Be a Rainbow in the Cloud, means to cultivate loving kindness. So to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud is to practice empathy and to use this empathy to connect to other people around you in a meaningful way. And this is something that I'm trying to do actively. I know where I like struggle is being completely empathetic. I judge still, but
I think that's quite natural.
It is, but you can try to actively
Be better.
Yes. Every day and stuff like that. Maya Angelou, to those who do not yet know, was an American memoirist, which is an interesting word, poet and civil rights activist. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and is credited with a list of plays, movies, and television shows spanning over 50 years, which I didn't know about the television shows and stuff. She received dozens of awards and more than 50 honorary degrees. She was also a singer and a dancer and a scholar. She was best known for her unique and pioneering autobiographical writing style. So one of the quotes, for example, from the book is, "If you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be." That resonated. And then I Googled, just out of curiosity, what's her most famous quote. And it's actually the one that I posted on Instagram like years ago. With a sunset picture or something like that. And it is, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive. And to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style."
Woo!
I love it.
You
It's so
slay,
good.
girl.
Yeah. So yeah. I suggest people look into Maya Angelou if you haven't already. I will definitely, after I've read this small little book. Now for the music. What did you choose for music this month?
I would like to mention Euphoria soundtrack, specifically the song by Labyrinth, Forever.
Okay.
It features in the first season. And the song is about the protagonist believing that he will live forever. The chorus repeats this idea multiple times. And there are actually no other lyrics in the song besides the chorus. So it's very like melodic and like different sounds. And it just says, "I'll live forever" or something a few times. But I don't really know it doesn't get on your nerves. It's like very melodic. It's nice. And apparently it's Labyrinth's like original... what's it called, like score? Like
like
came off with the soundtrack,
the melody and sound.
For Euphoria.
I liked Euphoria. I'm pretty sure I when I watched it, it was like I like this music, but I haven't listened like to the soundtrack, so I might give it a listen. Is it on Spotify?
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, it is sometimes I find out about new music through the TV shows I watch. Although it used to be vice versa. I heard about the song and then I'm like, oh, it's in here now. Okay. But yeah, I just then on my phone I can like
hook me up. Share
when there's a nice song, I'm like, oh, what is it? And then I can listen. Like my phone will tell me what is it, and then I put it on my Spotify straight away.
Is it a Soundhound or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
Also, when you listen to a cool song, we do that to each other, but you do it more to me because you listen to more new music. You send it to me, and
I have done it in the past.
Yeah.
Recently, I've not really listened to much music. You
Same.
have actually introduced me to more music
true.
now.
But that was my really smooth segue to say that the song that I chose, if you're finished.
Yes. Yeah, sorry, yeah. I'm
No.
done.
Is one that you shared with me, and yeah, it's really good. So my one is Shiny Toy Guns with their song "You Are the One." It's like you are the one.
I got hooked on it when I
So
lived in
good.
Edinburgh, and the other songs as well. And then when I moved back, I think I played it in the car one time or something.
Or
and
something
you were
like that.
That was a surprising thing. Like, it was kind of like a guilty pleasure for me, and you were like,
Yes.
"Oh, I really like that."
Yeah, you sometimes send me the songs, and they're like, like when we were like into like indie, we still are, but you know what I mean, like not as much. And then it was like an emo type of indie song. So just a bit of
and
like
electronic. I think, yeah.
But a bit of like background that Shiny Toy Guns is an American rock band formed in 2002. They're not recently gigging or anything like that, but I had a little look-see, and they do have like an Instagram and stuff like that. They're not like broken up either, but they're
But
like
not,
hiatus, I think.
Okay, not active right now.
And You Are the One, the song that I'm raving on about today, is their second single from their album We Are Pilots. And the music is apparently considered like new wave, but I would say indie rock. And with that song, they sound a little bit like Killers. Like the Killers. Very catchy.
Yeah, very
some
catchy.
some bits. But what I stumbled upon when I was Wikipediaing, which is not probably the most nice resource, but like it explains that what happens in the music video. And it was just in a funny, like, I found it funny that they had to explain what happens in a very like normal music video. So I'm just gonna read it out, okay? So the music video begins with a girl trapped in a large bubble of water. The band is then shown to be playing in front of her. Throughout the video, she looks around inside her bubble until the song's bridge, at which point the bubble explodes. Heavy rain then starts falling on the band, and intense winds begin to blow. The girl, now free from the bubble, is taken away by what appears to be an angel. The video closes with the band walking toward the camera.
It's just really like dramatic.
It's funny how if you see it, it's like emo, cool, vibe, and then it's
artsy.
Like the band is working towards the camera. It's so like normalized, like just put it in plain English.
But they probably were walking slow mo,
obviously, and like slightly like shady edges or something like that, like blurred.
But cool.
Anyway, go listen to it. Also, we always say, we never say, but now I will. Just tell us how you like the songs that we share. We've not heard any feedback on the song, so I feel like people maybe listen to the podcast today and then are like, and now I'll carry on. Yeah, I'll carry on living my life. But go and actually pause, write it down. So it's Shiny Toy Guns with You Are the One, and tell us if it made you want to sing along. Did it haunt you for the rest of the evening?
And then actually the same could be done with the books. Like if you've actually read some of the books, or if you plan to, just in a few months' time, even like we don't mind. Like you can just let us know how it was. Like, did you enjoy the book?
Yes.
And,
always very happy to hear from our fans.
Yeah.
Listeners, I mean. Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay.
Meow.
Ula's fun facts about animals.
Laura.
Ula.
So as per usual, what's Dolce been up to recently?
Well, I wrote down on my musings about Dolce because something happened a couple of weeks ago. Paul came home from a walk with Dolce and said, a man stopped us and said, "Oh, Dolce has a big body and a small head." How rude. She does not.
He went out of his way to come and stop.
Well, I guess they were chatting. I don't know. Paul can maybe share that, or has shared it already. What is life? I don't know which order our segments going.
Where am I?
But anyway, how rude.
So rude, like.
So rude.
Like, keep it to yourself.
Yeah, who says that? Oh, your dog has very small head for her body. Like,
yeah, if you can't fix it within 5 minutes, don't say it. You know?
Yeah. And the other thing that I wanted to say is like those of you who have watched Doctor Who. So basically, Dolce is like a stone, or is it Weeping Angels? Stone Angels? You know that episode? Very scary. But basically, because once I leave the bed in the morning, because she does sleep in the crate mostly, but then Paul leaves so early, then Dolce comes up onto the bed, and then when I go to the toilet and then come out or turn around, and she's like, when I have gone to the toilet, she's in what we call a pretzel position.
Yeah.
And then when I come back, she's like single white femaling me on my pillow, and
What do you mean?
obviously bum on the pillow, not the other way around, of course, because that would be normal if the face was on the pillow. So she's like changed the position, and it's so quick, like the Stone Angels. I always feel like you blink and she's like
in
on
that
the pillow.
way.
Yeah.
Ah, right. I was
Yeah.
thinking, what's the
What's the reference?
yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like just the speed and stealthiness, because you don't hear her, but she's like duh, on the pillow.
Oh, little Dolce.
Yeah, little Dolce, but she's sleeping somewhere right now on the pillow probably.
She
Bum
did seem
on the pillow.
happy to see me today.
Yeah,
for
she was
once.
very happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell us about fun facts about animals and such.
Well, so to start with, I would like to let you listen how an actor who has been tasked to voice over a nature documentary cannot pronounce the word penguin.
I know who that actor is.
For the life of him. This is not to mock him. This is just an interesting quirk this well-loved actor has. Quite endearing, actually.
Mm-hmm. Well, are we like even like okay to do that, to play? We'll find out. Don't sue us, please.
Crested penguins. Parent penguin to penguins. The penguins, like penguins. I think I know how to say penguin. I'll say penguins. Penguin.
Okay, that's enough of the penguins.
Penguin.
So, yeah.
Did you guess the actor, guys?
I think I said it already, didn't I? Okay.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Laura,
Yes.
are there any animals that you struggle to pronounce? Or...
Oh, haha.
I'm just asking.
Did Paul put you up to this?
No?
Unbelievable, Ulla. I thought you were my friend.
Beer.
Yes.
Beer. We both have a problem with that.
Beer. It's like beer is the drink. Bear. Oh, I did it there. Bear. Because usually I go bear. Because I'm overthinking it so much.
Yep.
It's like, it's impossible for me, okay? So bear will always be like, I need to always pause before that. Like,
Just, actually, I was just kind of making conversation.
Cool.
But then, soon as I had asked that, I remembered that
interesting.
we both have a little bit of a
Bear.
problem.
I don't know what it is. And also it's air or air.
Okay, but it's not nothing to do with animals, so,
Cool.
you know.
Oh, I guess my bit of this segment is over.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will continue now. So I recently found out that herders in Lapland are spraying their reindeer, well, actually their antlers to be more precise, with reflective paint to help drivers see them in the dark.
Oh.
It appears. Quite cool and innovative, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of this, and these reindeer look quite ethereal or ghostly too. You know, like
Really?
it's kind of like
Do I
from
have a photo hit there to share
no,
just to
but
me?
you can
fine.
look it up later.
Cool.
So yeah, it's quite. I like how they're trying to help out. You know, many a thing could be actually probably sprayed. You know, like maybe some pheasants.
Wow. Wow, the privilege is
Pheasants.
dripping off of you.
It's the inside joke. Like,
Yeah. Pheasants.
Pheasants. Or deer here, like their
Here.
antlers. Maybe
Or a glass to make it multicolor and take care of indoor pollutants. Nice.
yeah. So yeah, that's that.
Cool. I
And-
really want to see a photo next time, but cool.
Yeah.
Cool,
Looks
cool,
like
cool,
Christmas
cool, cool.
tree. No.
Christmas tree. Interesting.
Same effect in the dark, but yeah. And lastly, I have been hearing quite a bit about killer whales in news and also on the famous Tickety Talk. It's been mostly from a negative angle, but I want to turn it around a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's, you know, an Iberian coast. That's well,
You're having a stroke.
Mediterranean coast and near Spain, the certain population of killer whales have been ramming into ships, and people
Ramming
into ships, yeah,
like together, like
smaller
organized.
ones. Yeah, that's the thing.
Wow.
And people were thinking maybe one of them went through a trauma, so that's why they're revengeful.
Fair enough, I would say.
Now scientists are actually trying to defend them, saying that they are by nature very playful, and like if they wanted to make damage to the ships, they would have done so, not just rammed in. So, but yeah, I wanted to say like
Wow.
they are very, very smart,
And vengeful.
playful.
They do not forget.
They are like actually like super smart.
Are they?
They have the second biggest brains of all marine mammals.
Who has the first?
Whale brain? I don't know.
The big?
I don't.
Big one? You
They are
came
extremely
unprepared.
intelligent hunters
Okay.
as well. They have their own language, excellent memories. They teach each other hunting skills, and they form tight-knit social groups. They often work together in pods of as many as 40 members to hunt marine mammals much larger than themselves. That includes whales. They were initially called by like Spanish sailors whale killers because they were observed, using
Killing
these hunting methods to kill a whale. But then
Yeesh.
in translation and like it's been swapped around, so that's why they're called killer whales now. So yeah, but they are not actually whales. They're more like dolphins.
I've
But
heard
whales
of
and dolphins
that.
are from the same group of marine mammals. They're like similar, so it's
Yeah.
common misconception. But yeah, they're very smart, and
Yeah.
so to take a little bit of pressure off of them in the Mediterranean, it's thought that they are actually playing around. They follow fads.
Okay.
So if they see one whale doing something, they
Really?
follow suit for a while, and then it blows over and they forget about it.
Kind of like people with TikTok.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like some of the things in life you are happy never to have witnessed with your own eyes.
Yes.
One of them being killer whales killing a whale.
Yep.
Like, geez, horrible sight. I'm sure.
Well, they are apex predators, so they don't have anyone preying on them. So such is life, sadly.
Yeah.
We've all seen the videos, like where they.
No, don't tell me.
Okay.
I am very delicate. I'm a delicate little flower.
Okay.
Everybody's getting on with each other,
Yeah.
and world is really nice and
Everything
la-la-lee.
smells of flowers. and
Absolutely.
puppies everywhere. But
Absolutely.
yeah, just wanted to tell how intelligent they are.
Yeah. No, that's
And,
very
like,
interesting facts.
It's been like not all the ships have been targeted. It's been like
Interesting.
just a few, but since 2020 already.
Really.
But hopefully that fad will pass.
Hopefully.
And like,
They just need to have like a cool dance
different,
move
yeah,
or
like
something
they
different.
need to kind of get with it with the TikTok, like
TikTok. Yeah.
film some TikToks,
Yeah, maybe Labyrinth could do a little
song and
catchy
dance with
tune.
them.
Yeah. Maybe it's like Baby Shark do 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 do. I don't think that will catch on.
Yeah.
You've been listening to Glass Half Full. Hope it added something positive to your day.
Please follow us on Instagram at classhalf.full or email us at classhalf.full@gmail.com.
We're now also on Facebook.
We've been the Klaas twins, and we will be back again next month with more positive vibes.
Namaste.
No, namaste in bed.
Oh. Oh well.
Oh.
Okay, so could you explain once and for all to the listeners about what happened during that walk with Dolce when Dolce was rudely insulted?
Okay, so basically, out walking Dolce, she's having a mediocre time as usual.
No, she loves it.
And you see a man walking his dog, and you've got to do that usual thing of the dogs have to say hello to each other, and you're expecting some proper chit-chat, and this guy just goes, she's got a big body, but a tiny head, which is fucking ridiculous, because the boy had a Westie, which is the complete opposite, massive head, tiny body.